Hello, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for stopping by and gracing me with your presence today. Man, today I just got finished making a 20-minute vid and it has no sound. So I'm going to have to recap everything that I just said in that video and put it into this video. So I hope I got enough on my video, my space to be able to do all this, but I'm going to go ahead and do it anyway. Okay, so today is March the 6th, and this is my 35th day of my 40-day natural electrolyte water fast. So I'm excited what's going on. I'm very happy. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great. I don't feel as great as I would if I had some food in my stomach. But, I'm here and I'm maintaining, okay? I'm doing the same thing. I'm doing the water. I'm doing the lemon with the lime. I said I'm doing the water. Oh my God. Look at me. I'm doing the honey and I'm doing the lemon with the lime. My stomach just growled, okay? It was doing it all in the last take too. My stomach has been growling very loud. So excuse me, if you will. Yes, and I was doing the cucumbers. So, since it's only a 5-day wait, I'm going to chime in my weight on the last day. It's not for only specific reasons, just as, a 40-day fast and what happens during that time, okay? So, yes, I did want to share something, a very beautiful moment I shared between me and Source when, he gave me the reason behind my fast. And he said, I wanted to purify you because there's something that I'm wanting to do through you. And I cried a little bit. I was like, oh my gosh, that's very sweet. And how it came through was I was filled with a lot of emotion of joy. And, after that, just all this feeling of excitement. So whatever is about to happen, whatever is happening, I'm excited. I've been excited, throughout the month actually, but I'm really excited now. And, I never regret going on these fasts. And since I've been fasting, I actually been seeing people's testimonies and seeing people talk about, Ramadan and, as more so Ramadan. I've been hearing a lot more. I haven't heard anybody say anything about Lent, an experience or anything that they have had. But I did hear something that made me feel real joyful. Mr. Tenderism, doing his thing. I think he's doing catering or something like that or whatever. Um, his story is very beautiful to hear. And not only that, it's, rejection is sometimes God's redirection. So he, even though he left that major restaurant, he's been set up to do more and do his own thing, and the community is really backing him and supporting him. I just, I love to hear things like that. I just really hope that a lot of caring people, get behind him and, and help him with finances and help him with ordering and doing the things that he needs because, running something as, big and popular as that, it can get overwhelming. And so, and we don't want him to get overwhelmed or anything. I want to try to tenderism. I want to be able to come one day to a spot that's his and try his meat, right? So, Another quick example that I wanted to share was their demon K-pop demon hunters. And one of my favorite movies from last year, I watched the movie myself. I don't need the kids to sit and watch it because I love it. And the main character, the woman who plays the main character, her name is EJ, or the singer of the movie. She spoke about how she almost quit, the whole K-pop thing. It was her thing that she wanted to do, but she was in a contest or something where they told her that she could not be. But lo and behold, years later, she gets this gig to work on this movie. And through this, she's like the biggest K-pop star. Isn't that how God works? That's amazing. And so I'm just like hearing people's testimonies and things like how, the Spirit is working in people's lives, and how all these little, pop-ups and things that are happening. And I'm pretty sure Mr. Tenderism, like at his age, who would thought, right? It was probably a dream or something that he, possessed when he was younger. But now, he's older, and now it's also the same thing as people say, you know, um, just because of rejection or whatever. What does it say? Oh my gosh, it's saying, oh, delayed does not mean denied. So there's a lot of things that are coming through right now. And so, beautiful things. I love that even though there is a lot of evil things that are happening in the world right now, that it's for us to overshadow the good that is happening, because it's what's bringing hope. It's what's bringing, a promise of new days and new beginnings, for others. And so I know that the media is trying to, the algorithm is like putting a lot of negative out, putting a lot of heavy energy out. But they can do that. But we are to combat that energy with good. You can't, go face to face evil with evil, because it never works out. It never helps anything, because we're still tanking the frequency, because we are engaging in all the evil and keeping it low. That's not what we want to do. We don't want to keep it low. We want to bring it up and bring it high. So that's how we tilt the frequency back in our favor. Because it's almost like I was trying to explain, I had a video once when I was explaining, I had some Kirkland water from Costco's, and on that water, it's like an electrolyte bottle. And at the bottom, it has that light, it looks almost like the light spectrum from red all the way to purple. And it's acidic, and there's alkaline. And if you try to look at that energy wise, if you look at it as energy, with the red being at the lowest energy, and then you got the purple at it being at the high, that's where we're at when it comes to the energy in the world. I believe the frequency that I read that the earth was at was like at 8.5 or something like that. And if you put that on the scale, at 8.5 is actually where it sits. But we're moving in an area in that part towards the red where it's more acidic. And that's when you get to the point where there's no abundance. It's a bunch of lack. It's almost like famine. Like the world is going into a famine-like state. But if we tune in by helping each other, by actually being the miracles in the world. I always said that too. People, I heard people say, "Oh, well, I never don't believe in miracles," or they don't. Well, I would definitely believe in them because many a times I have been one. Okay, so being that Hail Mary, being that helping hand, being that miracle that come through for somebody, that's what you'll be. And because of that, and many people in the world will believe. And as many miracles as you do for people, you will see the same things happen to you, because we're in this cycle, you know, you of this giving and receiving, and you create that cycle within yourself, and it happens. Now, I'm not saying I give to get. I'm just saying that's just a byproduct of what happens when you do. So we start that. It used to be a thing where people used to pay things forward. You know what I'm saying? And so it was very cute when it happened, because a lot of people got into it, but a lot of needs was getting met and a lot of things was happening. It's just a lot of people just have to get out of that, that low energy. And you do that by feeding your spirit with things of compassion. And that's how we raise the frequency, of this planet. And then when it moves over into that alkaline level, you will see the abundance and things begin to flourish. And that's when, the energy of the planet is moving towards its the positive, its flourishing feminine spirit, you know. When I talk about the earth, it almost reminds me of that movie Moana, when that goddess, when when her heart was taken, everything in around it was dying. Okay, but when her heart was given back to her, the compassion, when they, after they got finished fighting and realizing the reason why the planet was dying, or their lands or their islands or whatever, they restored the heart. Beautiful movie. Love that movie because it makes a lot of sense. And that's exactly what we're restoring the heart of Tafiti, and how everything began to flourish. But it's all about us. It's all about the people. The planet has chakras, and just like we do, and balancing, all of those in order to bring the planet back in a way where it's nurturing and it's flourishing, and everybody is getting exactly what they need. So, yeah. But I definitely see, and I know I was speaking about it a lot, about what was going on in the world and all these things, but I'm not going to speak about it much anymore, because I don't want to give out, a lot of what the enemy is doing and trying to do, because they're trying to do those things. But I see so much of God working, and I can see where he's working and what angles that he's coming from. And you gotta let him work. You gotta let him do what God comes to do. Okay? So we're just here to, to feed the energy with, our own, and, do whatever your part is to do in this world. And so you do that by tuning in. If you're called to purify, everybody doesn't feel called to purify. That's fine. Whatever your daily meditation, your connection, whatever have you, you do to stay in tune so that Source can lead and guide you. So I'm very, like I said, I'm very excited. And stay tuned. I have the next couple of days, I'm going to chime in and see you guys again. I'm feeling real good about this right now. So, okay. Well, be blessed.